Hello and welcome to episode 20 of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Heavensward. So, in the last episode, we continued our travel toward, to speak to Rels Welger. Relswelger. I don't think I will ever be able to pronounce his name correctly. And we decided to put down camp here. So let's talk to Estinian here and get this started. I see. I was right to worry about the boy's safety. Once Elfino returns with the wood, we can see about supper. The Ice Queen has filled a pot with what looks like stew ingredients, ready for the fire. All right. A few things compare to the simple pleasure of sitting beside a crackling campfire of one's own making. So speaks the great explorer. Until recently, you wouldn't have recognized firewood if it came with kindling and flint. This value instructed me so patiently then. But yes, left to my own devices, I would have been compelled to signal to Yushail with a pile of damp leaves. I was born. I was born a pampered son of Charlian dignitary, and alongside my twin, became the youngest student ever to be accepted into the studium. How proud I was to match with wits with scholars and philosophers. How ignorant of mine own shortcomings. The hubris invited manipulation and betrayal, and led to the downfall of the science. We all of us are guilty of similar ignorance. How many men lay down their lives never knowing what it is they fight for, never questioning that which they have been taught to believe. It was only upon meeting Relswelger that I learned the truth hidden within our history. Were it not for that chance encounter, I would never have vowed to tear down the Holy See and expunge the falsehoods with which it fans the flame of conflict. I would have lived and died in ignorance. that the truth has driven me to do terrible things I cannot deny. But I would rather sin in the pursuit of peace than imagine myself virtuous for perpetuating a needless war. If this journey has taught me anything, it is the importance and difficulty of holding to one's convictions in the face of failure, of striving always to replace one's ignorance with knowledge. I swear this used to be voiced. It's so weird. You are well on your way, Master Alphanode. Alphanode. At your age, I was but a fool, swinging a spear with scarcely a thought in my head. Even now, I struggle to acknowledge the misconceptions under which I have labored. Sitting here amongst these grand ruins, how can I deny that man and dragon once lived in peace? But for all that such an age existed, we are now in a time of war. Nidhogg killed my family, and no quirk of history will exonerate him. I may be ignorant of how the Dragon Song War began, but if we do not push and if we oh, but if we do not put an end to this conflict now, I can say for certain that it will only breed more vengeful souls such as mine. In my hands resides the power to vanquish a great worm. If Ishgard's survival rests on me wielding that power, I will slay Nidhogg myself, order or no. Estinian, you gave your word. My word is contingent upon the success of our parley. Show me the strength of your conviction, Lady Iceheart. Conviction convince Relswelger of the righteousness of your case. Doubt not, but that I shall, Dragoon. Well, winds willing, we shall have our answer on the morrow. Let us sleep. Let us sleep now, and face our fate with the rising of the sun. Nothing of interest there. titanium mail. The campfire was so cozy, I must have fallen asleep, Kupo. But do you feel how the winds have shifted? They will have borne a Relsberger back to the skies above Zenith. I'm sure of it. This is your chance to climb the highest floor of the palace and summon him with a tooth on that china horn. So I'll be heading back now, if it's all the same to you. Good luck, Kupo. It was nice knowing you. Alright. Well, looks like we have no, too far away. There we go. See if I can west. Okay. I can hear it. I think it's actually bombing. Oh, there it is. Oh wow, that's far away. Anyone recognize the tune? Mortals, why do you disturb my slumber? Solitude, actually.
Grace Velga.
S in arm and arm. Wayborn and Eon. Skola.
Thou speakest the name of a creature that but awaiteth the release of oblivion. Leave me.
By the 12. Mine ears hear the tongue of dragons, yet the meaning rings clear within my mind. How can that be?
Racevelga, do you not remember me? 'Twas I whom you found in Dravania. I who glimpsed the truth. The truth about your past. About Shiva.
Do you speak her name, mortal?
But speak it I must! I have summoned Shiva's soul from the beyond and offered myself as her vessel. She has made her heart known to me.
Enya. Lis omways. XIV.
Foolish girl. Thinkest thou my beloved spirit hath descended from the heavens?
En XIV S02E20.
That the secrets of her heart are thine to know.
I have surrendered mine to her. Do you not see, my love? I am Shiva reborn.
No, you're not.
Angan. Esklai fool. Ineshilai. Kanokishesole.
Gullible fool. The light but illuminates the past for thee. I did not grant the omniscience.
Non shin esh olin. Inesh in el olin.
The spirit thou hast summoned belong not to Shiva. 'Tis but a shade conjured by thine own fancy.
I'm for is el ni an il ankin. Lisnesk nedigranan. Eskia unkin nesh. Ikin monesh
In an age-long past, mine own kin were guilty of like folly. Beguiled by the Dark Ones. Lies they attempted to resurrect a king amongst worms. Yet divinity they called forth merely borrowed the semblance of my fallen brood brother.
Esk esh ed all. Esk esh easy lis nice.
Such gods are not summoned, but created. Phantoms spun from the threads of misplaced faith. He is actually talking about summoning.
Then the spirit that answered me.
Ntene. Esh edi in eski. Non esi somi shisi shi.
Was but thy dream of Shiva. Thy soul hath been corrupted by a deity of thine own making, child.
Be that as it may, Lord Hraesvelga, Izel's desire to heal the rift between man and dragon is real, and it has borne us this far. We would spare both our kind and yours the ravages of this senseless war. Pray join your voice to ours in a call for peace and forgiveness.
Nten I el
The tale of thy kind is one of avarice, treachery, and death. And thou wouldest speak to me of peace? Art thee mortal to the naked truth? Then tell me thou deservest forgiveness. Well, 100 years ago, my beloved Shiva sacrifice served to bring an end to the war twixt man and dragon, paving the way for an age of peace and cooperation. 2 centuries of harmony were to follow, during which time the Ellison learned much about us, not the least at the eyes of the great worm or the wellspring of his strength. It was out of the selfish desire to possess this strength that King Thorbjorn then conspired to undo all that our people had achieved together. With the aid of the Lille Knights, that most noble of Ellison lured my brood sister Ratatoskr into an ambush and took from her that which he craved. Fain would I strike the image from my mind, yet still the scene doth linger on my brood sister's tattered corpse, defiled by her Ellison allies. They had torn out her eyes and feasted upon them in the manner of wild beasts. Yet that was not all, for from their bloody banquet, the fiends had gained strength beyond that of mortal men. Even now I labor to comprehend the enormity of their betrayal. Nidhogg was the first to learn of the atrocity, and he took to the skies hungry for vengeance. But what he slew Forden and some few of his knights, their fellow butchers knew only too well where to aim their spears, and with now practiced savagery, they set about my brood brother, sending him flailing from the field. Such is the truth the Holy See would keep hidden. Such was the beginning of the Dragonsong War.
Snodoan ki ulteda maas mornish.
Tis a song my kind shall never forget, and should 10,000 years pass, and Ishgard crumbles into dust.
Your tale bears scant resemblance to the one I was taught. How convenient that it should absolve your kind of all responsibility. But tell me, Dragon, why should I believe your version of events?
Mixai eski listain. Non miki shisike. Kua ala aim el.
What thou choosest to believe is immaterial. The betrayal that yet haunts mine ever-waking moment is no less than the truth to my kind.
Sai an ursina ha an thon nizeg.
And Nidhogg many forbidens people to suffer for this sin till the end of days.
Non wo I alamon a. I skor esk mik I es. Nes so I an on in. Do in an. Olodra.
That which thou imaginest a war of extinction is but a punishment, a siege of the spirit. Hast thou not seen those who tire of the torment? Those who abandon their own and side with dragonkind?
Ishgard's so-called heretics.
Sale. Orn I nesh iratatoska kin fo elna. Sith is nesh dokin an.
Know that all the traitors' progeny bear the trace of Ratatoskar essence, but a single sip of our blood is enough to awaken it.
Then the seed lies within us.
Is ros esh idran. Oloson inizeg. Non nish I esk diedran en. Wa ulwa skola es alakin el andranken. Mondo.
It is for this reason that those who abandon their loyalties are rewarded with drink, and thus are they transformed to join the ranks of Nidhogg's ever-growing army as newborn dragons. One by one fought death or defection. My brood brother shall account for all of the betrayers' children.
Ye gods! I have borne witness to such a transformation. Looked on as a heretic assumed the shape of a dragon. I imagined it some manner of Dravanian enchantment. But if any Ishgardian, regardless of allegiance, has such potential within them, 12 forgive us. To think of all the dragons we've slain!
War ulmon ala an as drao.
There will always be some, of course, who choose to fight until the bitter end, like the Dragoon.
Kawol smain kol suthra halseskmoni se an in kiliseg.
But struggle as thou might, thy youthful vigor will be spent ere thou reachest 210, and Nidhogg shall remain to torment thy offspring.
Oft have I wondered why Nidhogg did not simply raze Ishgard to the ground. Now I have my answer. He has no intention of winning the Dragonsong War, for it is no war at all, but vengeance, an eternal requiem sung for his murdered sister.
In ice in draho, ale inia in.
Thou hast the right of it, Dragon Slayer. Comprehendest thou now the futility of thy quest?
I have not come this far only to admit defeat. We can still return the eye to Nidhogg and beg forgiveness for our ancestors' crimes. Mayhap our words will sway him.
Ja an, lis as an in la tu ole ul in an hers isu.
Stubborn child, thou thinkest in mortal terms. Our perception of time is too broad for thee to grasp.
Mic tu set in sori, nosta no lis as dui for in.
'Tis a simple matter for thee to offer thine apologies. Thou didst not perpetrate the crime, despite thy visions. The deeds of history seem distant to thee.
Ka an isi a ultran as niseg for, in lai as nesh I an iratatoska.
For a rim such as Nidhogg, however, that history is yet part of his present, as fresh as the blood that did gush from Ratatosker's wounds. How could he not be driven mad?
En sith som ishi eskfal ulgar los an.
'Tis only by the calming brains of Shiva's soul that mine own fury hath not consumed me.
Snosk for an, non an lis I an. Skol ilens an. Skola.
But let us speak no more of what is done. My faith in your kind is spent, and I would be alone. Alright. Relskeger was every bit as awe-inspiring as I imagined. His voice fairly dripped with power. The will behind his words so undeniable that it transcended my ignorance of the dragon's tongue. 'Tis but pity that I misliked what he said. So far did we travel, even unto the very heavens themselves, only to be dismissed like unruly children. And far from mitigating this humiliation. The hidden truth we have learned serve only to prove that our grand mission of peace was destined to fail from the first. Nothing will deter Nidhogg from his course. There we go.
Well, what do you propose we do now? I, for one, am intent on continuing to the east.
What is there to be found in the east?
Nidhogg's lair, the Eyrie, is said to lie in that direction. And the eye tells me he is near.
You cannot still mean to slay him.
You cannot still mean to stop me. I have been true to my word, and aided you in this fool's errand with Hraesvelgr. But your efforts at parley have come to naught, Lady Iceheart. I would see Ishgard saved, and for that, Nidhogg must die.
With the tale of our ancestors' vile betrayal yet ringing in your ears, you speak of continuing this war?
Nay, lady. I would but pierce its vengeful heart. When Nidhogg dies, this war shall die with him.
A moment, Estinian. You yourself spoke of the Great Worm's strength, that you believed him powerful enough to raise your city to the ground. How then are we few to challenge him? Even behind the stout walls of Ishgard, with an army of knights manning the defenses, our victory would be hard won. Yet you propose to contend with the beast in his own lair.
In close combat, this will afford us an advantage. And if the tales are true, the Warrior of Light has bested many an invincible foe. But such speculation is meaningless if we cannot even find the worm. Our first task must be to seek out Nidhogg's lair.
The story of this nation grows bloodier by the moment. Must death always be answered with more of the same?
Such is the way of things, I fear. I shall consider it a miracle if mine armor is not stained crimson ere this conflict is ended.
That I should be blinded by my own lies. Everything I believed, everything I thought I was, gone. All gone.
Leave her. Your words will not reach her now. And we have not the time to wait for her to gather up the pieces of her shattered faith.
All right. I guess it is time to fight Nidhogg. Are you kidding me? Actually, I'm going to stop right here because unfortunately it's that time again. Time to end this episode. So, do wanna thank you all for watching, and if you did enjoy this episode, yeah, then feel free to hit the like button. If you're new here, first of all, welcome. And if you enjoy my content, excuse me, wow. If you enjoy my content, then feel free to hit the subscribe button together with the notification bell so you don't miss out on any more of my content. I will be back again tomorrow, and until then, stay safe out there.